Imagine running onto a field, thousands of fans screaming your name and chanting your number, making millions of dollars, literal millions of dollars for your school with your name. Going to school on a full ride scholarship, of course, yeah, that's fine. Who wouldn't want that? But then you turn around junior year, you tear your ACL, the school yanks your scholarship out from under you, and for a lot of college athletes, this could lead to possibly losing not only your sports career, whatever you want to have it, but your college education. This is the life that thousands and thousands and thousands of college athletes live throughout the world and across the United States. These people, they go to school, they balance the hardships of going to school. We all know that. We know how hard school can be at times. And then you add the pressure of sports on top of that. Not only pressure on yourself, but from fans, from friends, from family, and quite frankly, the big schools, big stages, the whole nation. Sometimes can be very daunting. So today, I'm going to try to persuade y'all as to why I believe college athletes should be paid for their image, their icon, whatever you want to call it. You know, these guys, they go out there, guys and girls, basketball, baseball, softball. I mean, college sports has tons and tons of sports. Probably the biggest of those, of course, football. And these guys, they go out there, you got the big stage like LSU, SEC schools like that. Let's take our national championship quarterback at LSU last year, for example, Joe Burrow. This dude marketed tons and tons of money for LSU. And all these kids, they do this, they go to school, yeah, they get their full-ride scholarship, but these millions and millions and millions of dollars they make for these schools, they see none of it. And to me, that just seems unfair. There's 3 reasons why I believe college athletes should be paid. The first of all is, of course, they make the school lots of money. You know, this money goes to faculty, it can go to payroll, it can go to enhancement of the sports programs, just all across the board. It can help the university out. But it doesn't take all that money. It's at least some small portion of this money I think should be allocated to give back to the players that make it for these universities. And that just seems fair to me. The second part is they could be severely injured playing sports. These guys, they go out there, they put their lives. I mean, there's even been the instances where people have lost their lives from freak spinal accidents, stuff like that. But guys and girls, they go out there, they put their bodies on the line playing softball, basketball, women's and men's, baseball, football, and never knowing when they could tear their ACL or break their leg, break their arm, break some ribs. And then, you know, if it's a real major injury and you're not allowed to come back to sports, or you're physically unable to come back from sports, there has been instances where schools will yank scholarships out from under players. They take their scholarship, and look, you can't play no more, can't make us no more money. Yeah, I know he's helping you in a way, but in a big way he's helping us, but now, you know, just we're going to take it from you. And this leads to a lot of kids who didn't come from much, didn't have a lot growing up, came from poor backgrounds. This takes their scholarship away. This effectively takes their chance at a college education away, because without that scholarship, they can't go to school. And this severely affects the psyche of these people, and it can ruin lives, quite frankly. Another thing that I think college athletes should be paid for is because when you're a college athlete and you go to college, definitely on the bigger stages, you don't necessarily get degrees that lead to a rolling in the money type job. And then even degrees that do, you know, you have to have a lot of experience. And when you're playing sports throughout college, you don't have a chance to do internships and work part-time and all that, because you got to be solely dedicated on mastering your craft in hopes of making it to the next level. So these players, by fairly getting paid by money that they are helping make, could possibly, if they do it right, have a nice savings account built up for when they graduate. When they graduate, get their degree, they get out, they can look back and say, all right, we can sit back for a while, live on this, or they can get their job. And but like I said, some jobs take a while to get started, and you could be looking at a while of no income and no college going on. So that can lead to debt, credit card debt, stuff like that that could severely impact a young person's life going forward as they age. So next time you're watching, cheering on your favorite sports team, whether it be the LSU Tigers, the Alabama Crimson Tide, either softball, baseball, basketball, football, just imagine putting your feet in those players' shoes and going out there and doing what they do and then making the literal millions of dollars, not only for schools but for the SEC, and then getting to see none of it in turn, and ask yourself if that's fair. Thank you.